everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the time that me and Eric went to Possum Kingdom. This is Possum Kingdom Part 2, and unfortunately I gotta tell you, we went from one spot to the next and something happened to the camera and the microphones got unplugged, so we lost all the audio until I noticed later on in the day. So for this second part of our Possum Kingdom trip, I'll be doing a talking head video. I'm gonna tell you what's going on as we watch it together. So we had a great time in the morning. We had gotten multiple sand bass, a few small stripers, and we're getting in the largemouth. Well, we were looking for the big ones on beds. So we moved locations. We went to this pretty large cove and found them. They were on beds. So here's some footage underwater of us catching some. So I'm watching it with y'all. What's going on? This is one of the first beds that we found with a bass on it, and it's just a small male. And I've got a river to sea lure on, trying to get him to get aggressive and bite.
Oh my god, now it's here. He's like, you're back here? You just shot it off the net.
This is actually a newer bait that I'm trying out at this point. Learned to love it at the end of the day, but we had just gotten onto these fish and I wanted to see if this lure would actually work.
Never touch the water.
This is actually Eric fishing, and he's got a rage bug on, Strike King rage bug. This is a little bit bigger male, not as aggressive as the other one, as you'll see, but we did get him to bite eventually. It did take quite a while though, but we got some epic underwater footage, and he came right up to the camera. He was not shy at all.
I saw it sideways in her mouth, but I didn't know she had the hook or not. Right on. Look at that, right now.
Beautiful release. All right, we've just gone around the corner inside the same cove, and I just spotted this decent sized male. I'm using a drop shot with a Senko on it. Bit right away. This was the last fish that we found in this cove, so we actually moved spots. At this point, we're both fishing for the same fish, taking turns one after the other. Using different baits. I'm using the same drop shot rig that I was using in the previous fish. And Eric is still using a rage bug, I believe. So we didn't see any more fish that we could catch. Any fish that were shallow, they were actually just cruising along the bank. So we did not see any more bedfish. We tried to fish them, but as soon as we saw them, they saw us and they spooked. They just went immediately to deep water. So there were no more bass for us to catch, so we move again to a different location. So at this point of the day, I did check the camera. It overheated and I realized that we were not getting audio. So I do have audio for some parts of this.
Where did it go? Oh, yep.
Okay, so context for this next fish. We had caught that one and just moved a couple feet around the next corner. And we see multiple decently sized fish, and they were actually fighting. They were being aggressive, coming around the sides and biting each other. So we knew that these fish were aggressive right off the bat. We end up putting our power poles down on this bed here, and what you're seeing is my Huddleston go through this fish's bed. So this one, this is the bait you're seeing in that video. This is that specific one. This is the line that I still haven't trimmed off yet. This is the line from that combo I threw that day. At some point, I swing and miss. It did have the bait in its mouth, and actually, it's this bait right here. It actually ripped the entire harness out of the lure, so I ended up putting this Owner giant flashy swimmer in it just to make do, because all the lead and the hook and everything out of this bait and the harness was ripped out of the front. I know it's not very clear. I'm sorry for the bad quality. We were very far away from this fish. It was more skittish than the rest of them, so we had to stay further back. And again, apologies for the poor quality and how murky it looks. Well, everyone, that concludes this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching it. I'm trying to do more and more of these. Part 3, or late afternoon and night fishing, part of this video, part of this series of videos is coming up pretty soon. I think I've almost got it completely edited, but I'm really excited for what comes next. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.